What's going on, Jerome's? Minnesota Vikings defense last year finished 5th in points, 1st in turnovers, and they were 1st in blitzing percentage, and they got better. All right, so you feel good about things, and we're going to be after that ass, Jimmy, every single week, every single quarterback, every single time. That's what we do, and I feel like this dual head coaching thing, it's going to work one time. We need to change the background from the Superdome to Santa Clara, which is one of the worst stadiums in the league. Anyways, but here we have a burning question for every single position group on the defense. How about that D, baby? That's right. So first off, defensive interior, so 3 techs, 4 techs, 5 techs, all that stuff. Basically, Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, Jalen Redmond, Levi Drake Rodriguez, Elijah Williams. Question number 1. How much will Allen and Hargrave play? So the question is, how are they going to line up? Because they're not your traditional 5 techs, but blowing up the B gap, how are they going to line up? Is Flores going to use more even fronts than odd fronts this year? Don't know. Also, even though they got major contracts, they are a little bit longer in the tooth. They are more pass rush specialists, especially Hargrave. Will they see more early down work, or will guys like Tiernan Ingram-Dawkins, Levi Drake Rodriguez, Jalen Redmond get some early down work in there as well? It's a question. So I think it's really fascinating how Flores and Marcus Dixon, defensive line coach, are going to line things up. But can't wait to see what happens. Next up, nose tackle. All right, so Harrison Phillips is nose tackle 1, but what's Taki Taimani's role going to be? So Taki, UDFA last year, Oregon, Washington, all that stuff, and I feel like Taki was very solid in the preseason and in training camp as one of the stars early on. Good against the run. I think has some upside as a pass rusher, and the fact that for years, we've just been screaming, hey, get a true blue nose tackle so Harrison Phillips can move from nose to 5 tech, which I think he'd be more effective and also keeps some mileage on his tires as I bite my tongue and die. But I feel like Taki could carve himself out a role, and I think that could free up Harrison Phillips to do Harrison Phillips type things. Right. Next. That one hurt. Yeah. Outside linebacker. Play all 3? Question mark. So the Vikings do have Andrew Van Ginkel, second team All-Pro, Pro Bowler. Jonathan Grenard, third in the league in pressures, Pro Bowler. Should have been All-Pro. You do have the departure of Patrick Jones second, who had a career year, and Diamond Dallas Turner, who played about 23% of the snaps last year, had 3 sacks and a pick. Obviously, his role is going to increase. Flores is very bullish on him, and also it did take some off-ball linebacker snaps during OTAs. So I feel like there will be some sort of way to have all 3 of them on the field, whether that's AVG playing some off-ball, whether that's Turner playing some off-ball, whether that's Grenard having his hand in the dirt. Don't know, but I feel like by hook or by crook, there will be some way where AVG, Grenard, Turner at least get 70% of the snaps plus, at least. So I think it's a very good problem to have, and it's one that Flores had when he came into the Vikings. Well, when he joined the Vikings, where you had Bynum, Harrison Smith, and Josh Metellus, and he's like, I'll play all 3 of them. All right, I'm going to get my best 11 out there at all times, or try to do that, and that's exactly what the Vikings are going to be able to do this year. Next up, linebacker. Can Cashman get better? So it's amazing what Cashman did. Led the team in tackles despite missing 3 games. Green dot in a very advanced defense in his first year. Which is pretty damn stunning. And I think that Cashman has a chance to get better. He was great blitzing, racked up 4.5 sacks, solid in coverage. And I feel like him in year 2 in this defense, getting a increased level of comfort and just being able to flow out there, I feel like, pun intended, I feel like Cashman does have a very high ceiling as he's in the thick THIC of his prime. Also, Ivan Pace Jr., He's my guy, right? So I know he needs to work on coverage, but he is just a big play waiting to happen. I feel like Pace has a chance to get revved up, and essentially in a contract year because of him being a UDFA. He's got a restricted year next year. He has a chance to get paid, got the chip on the shoulder. Gonna get after everything, man. Also, Kobe King, can he rise up and be the linebacker 4? Eric Wilson is back, fitting in the Kyle McGruge Hill type role, playing some good special teams as well. And go from there. Josh Metellus, the JM, same role, extension. So Josh Metellus, obviously is the queen of the chessboard for the Flores defense. He's all over the place. He's jack of all trades. He's a master of a few. And is he going to have that similar type role? Will he be needed in that similar type role with changing roles in the safety room? Also potentially getting an extra second level player in there. Will Metellus have to play as much linebacker as he did? Don't know. It's highly variant of what's going on. Plus, contract extension in the contract year, deserves to get paid. Will they get it done? Who knows? Next up, cornerback. Who's cornerback 2 and 3? So, as I've said ad nauseum, I feel pretty good about the cornerback room. Frankly, I feel like the cornerback room got better. Signing Isaiah Rodgers, bringing in Jeff Okudah, Tavir Thomas, also Mekhi Blackman coming back from that ACL. So I think right now, Okudah is going to have a chance to crack the starting lineup. And 3 cornerbacks is essentially the new starting lineup because sub package is the new base defense. But I think it'll be Murph and Rodgers on the outside, and then when they go to nickel, kicking Murph inside to the slot, Isaiah Rodgers, who's, even though he's shorter, he's a pure outside corner throughout his career, and then Okudah or Blackman on the outside. Maybe Nudie McLaughlin gets in there as well. So I think that the Vikings, they do have depth. There certainly are questions, but I make me feel good about that cornerback room. Slot, who backs up Murph in the slot? So right now, I would say it's Tavir Thomas, who, even though he's mainly a core special teamer, does have quite a bit of experience playing slot cornerback. And then, I mean, everything else is sort of up in the air. Like, you have a fistful of players who have lots of talent, especially Zemiah Vaughn, the UDFA out of Utah. He's got size on the outside. But can he rise up? Can he be that new big slot, which is in vogue right now and is needed in the NFC North? It's very possible. Lastly, safety. I mean, Theo Jackson's the easy one, except I'm pretty good about Theo Jackson. Safety 4, question mark. There you go. That's a better question. So the Vikings secondary. So you got Harrison Smith, you got Josh Metellus, you got Theo Jackson. That's going to be your 3 deep. Now, the Vikings continue playing 3 safeties. I think that they could. I think Theo Jackson could be a 1-for-1 replacement for Cam Beasley behind him. Then you have Carry on my J Words. Just had his birthday a couple weeks ago. Ward has had a couple of penalties on special teams. But do they see him as someone who has utility as a defensive player? Or is he strictly a special teamer who gets a lot of penalties on him? All right, we got to work on that. But Jay Ward does have cornerback flexibility as well. It's important to note. Michelle Powell is the ball hawk from, that's just the U being the U, baby. They got rid of Bubba Bolden. So, I mean, is it between Ward and Powell? Can someone rise up that they'll feel comfortable as the 4th safety? Jeff Okudah, given his size. Zemiah Vaughn, given his size. Could they shift to safety? I don't know. There's a lot of questions there, certainly. But, I mean, there's a lot of questions, but I feel like we're sort of nitpicking at this point. This is good. This is a great defense, and they got better in the offseason, and they have a chance to be biblically good. Just plagues and locusts and firstborns and all that stuff, it's going to be fantastic. We're coming to kick somebody's ass. It's going to be great. But your thoughts are thoughts. Question for every Vikings defensive group, room. Let us know. Comment section. You guys are the best. You have to do. Skol, production value.